welcome to AMA Expo Express, sponsored by Motion RC. We're a little late this morning. There's a lot going on here. The membership meeting's happening right now. The show will open at 10 a.m. and it'll last till 5 p.m. We had will call started at 8 a.m., again until 5 p.m. We have a lot of speakers again today. We kind of gave you that overview in our recap last night, so if you missed it, you can check that out. We also have an AMA government panel later in the afternoon as well. Swap Shop obviously will be going on today, and that silent auction you can still bid until 2:30 p.m. on Sunday. So this morning we're actually going to stop by and talk to the Aviation Hall of Fame and Museum of New Jersey. So we're going to just take this quick stroll. It's not too far from the Swap Shop, so if you want to check them out later, easy walk. So, hi.
Good morning.
How are you doing this morning?
Oh, wonderful. It's always fun to be at the Expo East.
Yeah. All right, well, yeah, fantastic. Why don't you introduce yourself and then tell us just a good overview of the Hall of Fame and Museum.
Bruce Meyer, I'm a retired airline captain and a trustee at the Aviation Hall of Fame and Museum here in Teterboro. And we come every year to this expo. It's one of the outreach programs that we do. The museum itself is a Hall of Fame and Museum which is there to honor aviation progress, and we have the people and the artifacts for that. We also have a lot of models that we need to show our story, and so that ties right in.
Yeah.
Because besides having fun with models, model airplanes and model everything else, the models, aviation models is a gateway to aviation.
Yeah.
So I enjoy coming to these shows because I get a chance to talk to people, airline pilots, engineers, aviation from all over the world who come to these shows, because model airplanes are certainly more than just a hobby.
Excuse me. Yeah, I know we have a lot of AMA member stories about how they got started in modeling and it just led to a career in aviation and it just kind of became a lifelong passion. Have you heard a lot of stories like that, and do you have anything that particularly stands out?
Well, I hear it all the time. I come here to talk to people, and I have talked to people that I haven't seen in years, Navy pilots, airline pilots, engineers, aerospace people. And what I like is to have the families coming here. Yesterday was Family Day, and I see a lot of kids who are, by being exposed to aviation, go on to careers, and which is one of the things that I encourage. A lot of daughters, girls that wouldn't ordinarily get into aviation are exposed by their father or working on airplanes, and it's a wide open field, and the airlines are looking for women pilots, and again, this is a good way to introduce people and girls about the opportunities in aviation.
Yeah. Do you feel like your museum also provides that opportunity? If it just you stop by and you just kind of see what all is out there?
Well, the museum, as I say, it's the history of aviation, especially in New Jersey. So that there's history that most people don't know that is fascinating, but it is also kid-friendly. We have an airplane, a small airplane, they can get in and work the controls. We have a display on women in aviation through the 99 Club started by Amelia Earhart, among others. We have examples of history that people wouldn't ordinarily know. The largest aircraft manufacturing firm in the world was headquarters in Teterboro in the 20s, Anthony Fokker. And most people know the Red Baron and Snoopy, but they don't know that man who designed that airplane after World War I came to Teterboro. So that's one of the displays we have here is Anthony Fokker and all. We also have some local history. In fact, before you go, you can grab a hold of the part of the Hindenburg, so if nothing else, you can say that you held part of the actual Hindenburg at the show here. We have basic education things. At this exhibit here, we have a black box, which of course is orange. There's a reason to call it a black box, but you have to come to the museum to ask me the question.
Oh, of course. What do people need to know if they want to visit?
Open every day except Monday. It's 10 to 4, and there's levels of interest anywhere from little kids on up to experts in the field. We have open cockpit weekends, which are times where we take the aircraft and actually open the cockpit so people can sit in airplanes. You can sit in the same seat that Howard Hughes sat in and work the controls. We also put on an air show once a year, the Wings and Wheels, which this year will be in October, I guess. But we have a website, and it shows all that information.
Of course.
But again, it's wonderful to work with AMA Expo and the folks here because, again, we're all in the aviation business, and this is certainly one aspect of it.
All right, well, fantastic. Thank you so much for talking with us this morning.
Well, thank you for inviting us, and we'll be here next year.
Oh, perfect. Well, we look forward to seeing you then as well.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right, so we're going to kind of take a nice little stroll across the show floor, give you another quick look of what it's like before the show opens. Now, as you notice, like Bruce was talking about how yesterday was Kids Day, and that's actually a pretty cool thing that we have because education is very important to getting, anyone into model aviation, and then maybe even leading into that career of aviation in general. So if you want to learn more about Homeschool Day, we actually have a video at modelaviation.com/expo-express that you can check out. So yeah, let's go ahead and take a sneak peek and just get a nice glimpse of this aisle over here. Yeah, so you see a lot of stuff still set up, obviously. But then down here on this aisle, you've got a couple of people starting to show up. I think, the Philadelphia Glider Council, we took a glimpse at them at the recap. They're already ready, working and preparing to get everything ready. But yeah, it's just a nice little sneak peek again before the show opens. That's one of the best parts of doing this opening report in the morning is you get to see a nice little glimpse of everything. But today we will be live again, 10, 11, 2, and 4. At 10 a.m. we're going to speak to Inspired Flight, 11 a.m. Horizon Hobby, 2 p.m. Sullivan Products, and then we'll have our recap again at 4. So make sure you tune in, and again you can find all of our content at modelaviation.com/expo-express.